Okay, so I was a little interrupted. I received a phone call. Okay, so again, to clarify religious factors, you came out with no. And then, if you haven't watched the first half, go back and watch the first half of the reading, and I can further explain to you. So, where it comes with religious factors, saying no to this journey, saying no to the universe, it's only making you feel like less of a courageous, you don't have courage. So this is, you have to have courage in order to face that. You have to do what your soul is telling you. You have to move in the way that your soul is allowing you to move, because it's only right. It's only what your higher self is telling you, so that way you can move forward with your life, so that way you can do better for yourself. So again, like I said, it says be courageous to stand up for your beliefs. You have to believe. You have to stand up for what your soul is calling you to do. You have to stand up for what Spirit is telling you to do. You have to stand up for yourself. So this is why Spirit is saying have courage. Why is getting to know each other here? Angels, why is getting to know each other here? What messages do you have for getting to know each other for the Twin Flame Collective? Be loved one. You are getting to know this person. It says, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. Listen. All collective, I don't care if you are a twin flame, soulmate, a higher, anything that's the divine connection. Spirit is allowing you to be yourself with this person, or for you to go forward to the people that is in the same environment, the same collective of you. So if it's telling you getting to know each other, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. You can be yourself with your divine masculine or your divine feminine. So the more and more you're able to be, no matter if you're being too independent, a little under independent, it would never be enough. It would never be too little, and it would never be enough. And that's the thing that everybody needs inside of relationships. Not everybody have a twin flame. Everybody has soulmate. So even if you're dealing with your soulmate and you and this person have a better understanding of each other, of course, you can be totally yourself. It's nothing that is ever going to be wrong, but it's just for you and this person to actually reflect off of each other and to get to know who you are deep down inside, and whether this person accepts you or not, you will know. Your twin, your divine masculine or your divine feminine is always going to accept you, because they are your beloved one. They is the one that was sent here to know you spiritually. So this is why Spirit is saying you can't run from this connection no more, because you got to have courage. Yes.
I'm making something.
Okay.
Then after, can I change it, because it's went to music.
Okay. My daughter is so funny. You deserve love. Why is you deserve love here? All is well. All is well. This is a part of the plan. Everything that did happen to you was meant to happen. Everything that was, whether it was good or bad, it was meant to happen, so that way you can know that you're fine.
I'm awake.
All right, give me a minute. All is well. It says all is well. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. When you start noticing that Spirit, listen. You have to go through the bad in order to know what you deserve. You have to, this is a part of you learning your self-worth. This is why so many of you are going through things that is meant to break you, the things that you feel like is meant to knock you off your path, your journey, make you feel lesser than a person, make you feel worthless, make you have insecurities, make you have self-doubt. This is to build you up, so that way when you're at the bottom of the bottom and you feel like there's no way out, Spirit is telling you, I am giving you the tools, whether you like it or not. You always want to go for what the ego wants. That's what the demonic spirits want. You know that, like I said in many readings, God will give you two choices. God will also allow, Spirit will also allow the negative energy to come into your life as well. For the fact of it is for you to learn the lessons. It's to see your strength. It's to see if you got courage to stop fighting against what Spirit is giving you. Your religious factors is your navigation system. It is to bring you through your journey so that way you could navigate to be abundant. Like I said, some people don't realize you're being given two choices for a reason. You're given the negative aspect and you're given the positive aspect. But it's for you to actually use your spirituality to determine what is really good for you and what is not. Your beloved one is your divine counterpart. This is the person that was meant to heal you. This is the person that was meant to go through this journey with you. You spilling water. Okay, it has to get washed. So again, you going through this journey with your divine feminine or your divine masculine is meant to happen. They're meant to cut you down and cut everything negative off about you. And they actually are using that as a tool to reflect off of you. Whether you're doing it to each other, just know that you're mirroring each other. This does happen in a divine connection. So what I'm going to say to you, the things that was meant to hurt you was meant for you to learn from. Because again, this was God's plan. This was the divine plan. This was meant to happen. This is a part of your journey. This is a part of your path. This is a part of something that was meant to make you grow as a person. And you have to realize that the choice that you did not take, or the choices that you were supposed to take and you did not take, and you know why you was getting the ass whipping, excuse my French, that you was getting, was because you needed to learn how to trust yourself. You needed to learn that what you deserve and what you did not deserve. So it says all is well. Everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. Why you will soon understand? Because once you learn them lessons that is actually breaking you apart to whoop your ass down to your knees, it's meant for you to go through that, because what's going to happen now, you're going to build yourself up. You're going to be who you genuinely are supposed to be, and you are going to be able to navigate now. Now you got the tools. Now you've been through certain experiences. It made you grow as a person. It made you start to reflect off of your decisions that you once made. Because one thing for certain, for some people, you got the number 2 in your life for a reason. And I'm just going to say that. The number 2 can represent 2 rite of passages. Your life is designed to have 2 choices at all times. One is to break you, one is to make you. So, I don't know what people are going through right now, or the things that people were going through. If you're divine masculine or divine feminine, your counterpart was going through certain things, and you went through certain things in life for you to make choices. Some people may have the number 5 in their life. Number 5 is the representation of changes. I don't know. This is a certain message that I keep coming across, but I'm going to give it to you the way it's coming. Angels, why is forgiving and learning here? Counselor. It says, yes, forgiving and learning. Okay, you know why some of you are meant to go through these lessons as well? Because now you could teach other people about the things that you went through and the choices that you made and how you made bad decisions. It's not for you to tell people, oh, you gotta make your decisions this way. No, it was meant for you to go through this so that way you could tell your story to people, and people could choose to take or leave what they want from the situation. But this had to happen to you in order for you to be able to teach people this. You had to learn to forgive people in your past and how certain things was molding you and how certain things was taking you in the direction you didn't want to go. And it's only because you never accepted your spirituality. You never accepted the things that was meant to hurt you as a thing that was meant to teach you. So when you got counselor here, I feel like some of you need to accept the thing. You had to say yes and learn to forgive and learn from certain things and move on from it in a positive way, because you are a natural counselor and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. So the things you went through is you're now going to be able to teach people that you're going to see now going through the same things in their journeys. Now you could pinpoint and say, listen, young fellow or young lady, I went through this. So this is what happened to me. Now, it's not saying that you got to expect this person to do exactly what you want them to do, but You are like a reference to them. Because it might be little key puzzles that they're going to notice in their journey in themselves, and they're going to say, well, damn, such Jane went through this, or Mike went through this, or Karen went through this, or Sarah went through this. Now, these people went through this, and now these other people are coming up behind you, and they're seeing what you went through, and they're hearing your experience, and they're hearing how you got through it, and how you went through it, and how you faced your fears, and how you went past some of the things that was meant to destroy you, and you just kept pushing and being a stronger person, and it was meant to break you, but the things that was meant to break you never made you fold. So you're able to teach other people these lessons, and they're able to listen to you and distinct what they want out of things, and the things that they went through, and the things they're going through. Why is codependency here? Flop right out. We remember, oh shit. Remember who you are before you depended on anybody in this world. This all had to happen for you to remember who you are before you needed anybody spiritually. Now, spiritually, do you hear me? Before you entered this world, before you became a child to your parent, before you became a mother, before you became a father, before you became a sister, before you became a brother, before you went through these lessons, before you became a husband, before you became a wife, before you became a girlfriend, before you became a boyfriend, these lessons that was being taught to you was supposed to happen because it was meant for you to remember who you are spiritually. Everybody has a soul. Not everybody has a positive spirit, though. If you can reflect and remember when you were born into this world as a happy baby, no matter what. Okay, remember back when you was a baby, right? You didn't know what was bad in life. You never probably cried. You probably had a bubbly smile. You probably was very excited about everything. It probably started when you started becoming aware of life and you started seeing reality. The illusions was placed upon you as a vision so that way it could distract you from off your spiritual journey. Your way back home. So when everything was hitting you through life, it was meant to break down what the world placed upon your eyes so that way you can set boundaries and genuinely be who you are before the world placed, how could I say it? Come on, Spirit, just say it. Before people place the need of you. Like some people was born into this world for money. Like some of our parents, hate to say it, had us to get money or to make it look good, like, oh, because their friends had children. Oh, I'm a mother too. See how pretty my baby is. Oh, my baby could do this, or my child could do this. Or, oh, watch how I dress my baby like a doll baby. And then it became a burden upon our parents for the ones that wasn't ready to genuinely, soulfully be the mother to us or the father to us. But it's for you to remember who you are before all this was placed upon you. That's what the boundaries is for. That's why we can see all these memes and they say, oh, toxic parents do exist. Yes, they do. Toxic family members. There is toxic people. These are people that was meant for you to learn from. So you would never face that in your life, or when you became a parent and you would never put that inside of your child's life. Remember who you are. You are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. You have to accept the things that love you and the things that you love, not the things that have a need for you. This is why you got to set boundaries to put these people in their place, literally. That's why the overall reading is about codependency. You have to say yes to this journey. You have to accept what Spirit is giving you, because all this is not meant to harm you. This is all meant for you to go to the next level, because guess what, baby? When you get to the next level, it's still going to be some lessons that you got to learn. So what I am going to do now, I'm going to pull some lesson cards to close out this reading for the collective during this Leo new moon. I'm sorry. I just got excited about my own damn reading. This sounds very, very good. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Some of us is further along in this journey. Some of us is still behind. So if it's not happening now, or it ain't seeming like it's gonna happen anytime soon, anytime soon, just know your time is coming. You just gotta do the self-reflection. You gotta go through all the beatings and all the distractions. You have to face those so that way you could be who you genuinely are, so that way you can open your eyes. And I'm not talking about your eyes like cleaning your eyeballs where you got cold in that junk in the morning. I'm talking about cleaning your spiritual eye, that higher eye, that spirit, the eye of knowing, the eye of seeing through illusions, the eye of knowing that certain boundaries that we place upon our lives is because it was the decisions that we needed to make to know who we genuinely are, to remember who we are as a person, and to get back home to our beloved one. What lessons are being learned? This reading is actually good. Because I know I can feel this energy. I do feel like I've been reflecting on a lot of things in my life lately, mentally. And what I have noticed that I'm learning to go back to being me, no matter what. Why is religious factors here? Perseverance. It says, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Some of you had a fear that you could not be this spiritual person, or you cannot face your fears and be a good person because it was already placed upon your life that you was a negative person. But I feel like some of you are now going to have courage and perseverance to do this. Or Spirit is saying you got to have perseverance to do this. Because it's time for you to have courage. You can't keep saying no to this journey. Why is getting to know each other here? And it's failure. A lot of things was meant to happen for you to fail. And the failing things that happened was only for you to learn from, so that way you could keep moving forward. You was meant to fail. If you and your divine feminine or divine masculine is not together, this was meant for you to break apart and go through separation. Remember I said in the beginning the card separation was at the bottom of the Romance Angels deck. And I feel like this was because both of you had to become stronger in your own selves. The divine feminine had to become a stronger person. It had to know genuinely that she could be herself. And I feel like if you're a divine masculine, I feel like you had to cut away some things about yourself in order to genuinely know that you could be genuinely who you are. So that way when you two become a little bit, it will actually make your bond a little bit tighter, because now no longer are you focused on the loss of this connection, because you're learning that this was a lesson, so that way both of you can actually become who you genuinely were supposed to be. Them failures were supposed to happen in this connection. It says, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. The mistakes that happen in this journey with you and your divine feminine or your divine masculine was meant for you so that you can be who you are, the things that you was tired of being. You will eventually, okay, the ego will always take advantage of you, whether you're masculine or you're feminine. The reason why I say this is because some of us will want to be something because the world wants us to be something that we're not. Whether it's our mother, our fathers, people in general, our friends, our family, they require us to be a certain image because they're a certain image. You can't be the same image as everybody else. So I'm feeling like because of this, you failed at certain areas in life because you wanted to be what everybody else was. But genuinely, it was for you to learn from, so that way you could determine what you want to be. That's why it says, remember who you are. These failures had to happen so you can remember who you are, not what everybody else wanted you to be. You deserve love. You have to have trust, honey. This is a lesson. This is a lesson. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. See, exactly. God's plan has to happen. The things that broke you, the things that had to happen was for you to understand that you do deserve love, that it is a part of the divine plan, because it was a lesson. It is all is well. You have to trust that you deserve what you deserve. Your soul needs you to deserve the things that it's telling you to deserve what you deserve. But yet, even if you still stuck on, parked on dumb and stuck on stupid, Spirit is telling you, like, you need to trust yourself. Because only you know what you want. Only you know what your heart desires. Your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your aunts, your uncles, your cousin, your friends. Nobody could determine, this world could not determine what you individually want as a person. Whether you're a divine feminine or divine masculine. Why is forgiving and learning here? I'm sorry. Like, this shit is real. This cannot be made up because, listen, courage came out again. If y'all don't believe me, this is a double confirmation. This was a lesson. So that way you can waken up spiritually. You saying no to this religion, your spirituality was meant to happen as well. So that way now you got perseverance in this area, but now where it says forgiving and learning, you were meant to go through this because you were supposed to say yes to you learning to forgive people and learning to move forward with your life as lessons. And you to be able to teach people this thing, you have to have courage to know that you were meant to go through this because you are the teacher. You are the oracle. You are the oracle. You are the person that was meant to rewrite certain stories in your world. So that way other people can learn from that and learn to have courage to go for the things that they genuinely want so they can rewrite the stories in their world. That was the whole overall lesson for you so you can remember who you are, so you can tell people, listen, you cannot be what everybody else out here wants you to be. You got to have courage to be who you are. It's called building. Your insecurities are being annihilated. Your pride is being annihilated. Now you're being who you're supposed to be as a person. Perfect. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. That's why. That's why all this stuff had to happen, so you could learn to forgive those that could never understand who you were, because the fact of it is they were not meant to understand who you were. You were meant to understand the lesson that was being learned through these issues that was going on in your life. Because you had to become a better person. That person you was dealing with, that you was going through all the problems with, they had to become a better person. So both of you became the lessons to each other. Now, if you dealing with a karmic situation or a person that is not meant for your highest good, or they not understanding you as a person, that's okay. Do not be mad at them. You can't. You can't have that emotion for that. I'm coming, Ziana. Give me a minute. I'm almost done. No, because I'm cleaning and you already know. Go in your room and play with them toys. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. You have to find the inner strength. This is a lesson to you. You have to have the strength to forgive and learn from everything and not have hatred in your heart, because a lot of that hatred is what drags you in the bad places and the bad decisions that you got going on now. That's just what it is. Because you have, and then you got to have the reason to forgive and learn from yourself. You got to forgive yourself before you can forgive anybody. This is why it says you got to have self-love. You deserve love. You have to know what you deserve. And you got to love yourself first in order for other people to love you. If people don't love you because you're not genuinely being you and you're not being what the world wants you to be, then that's their fucking problem. They got to love themselves in order to understand that they can't have a grip on your goddamn balls or your neck and try to make you feel like lesser than a person because you're not what they want. Why is codependency here? Vice versa. Pride came out in gratitude. It says, I love myself and I see myself for everyone. And then gratitude says, I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. The codependency situations that you was dealing with was meant for you to learn from, so that way you can learn to set boundaries, so that way people won't always have to have codependencies on you and you got to still be you. If these people depend on you and is harmful to you and is not allowing you to be who you genuinely want to be, this was supposed to happen. This lesson was supposed to happen so that way you can remember who you were. And the lesson that from the codependent syndrome, from the codependent situation was so that way you can have gratitude for everything and everyone and know that it was meant for you to go through this so that way you could build yourself up to remember who you were. This is why. And pride, where pride came in, you got to put your pride to the side. You have to love that person or people that had the codependencies on you, because it was a lesson for you and it was a lesson for them to not have codependencies on you or people in general. So you became the lesson for somebody, so that way when they go into their connection with their higher person or they become their higher selves, it's like this. If you match energy, if somebody have a codependency, that is still a low vibrational energy. But if you're not codependent or you don't want to have codependency on that person, that need for that connection is no longer there, because there's no longer a need for you to have codependency. You now respecting yourself and knowing that you don't have to have dependency on somebody in order to be you. Okay. So listen, this was your collective reading for the Leo new moon. And I am going to individually do a divine masculine, divine feminine reading. Eventually, I'm going to feed my kids, clean my house a little bit more, and then I will be back on YouTube this afternoon sometime with another reading for the divine feminines and the divine masculines. So if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share. If you want to book a reading, again, I got a $5 special going on right now where you could get a $5 reading, VIA's phone call, Facebook Messenger. I could do a private reading on YouTube for you, just me and you as individual, or I can actually do a video email to you in this type of format. So if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share to my YouTube channel. And please, again, tell everyone about the special that I do have going on. And again, please comment, like, share, do whatever. I'm trying to build this spirituality business. Again, this is the Leo season. It is my birthday season. And I am feeling full in action. And I'm trying to grow this business. So again, have a good one, everybody. And be good. Remember, be who you are supposed to be no matter what. You have to be courageous in everything you do. You have to love yourself first.